everyone, Patty here, full-time reseller on eBay, Poshmark and Macari, better known as Girl Hustle on YouTube. I'm going to get right into this video today. I'm going to tell you what I did to start my own house clean out business. Now, this was when my kids were small, okay? They were teenagers at the time. I have 4 sons, and God love them. They're grown now. They're in their 20s and 30s, and I don't do it anymore, but I do miss it. I'd love to do it again, but anyway, I'm going to tell you what I did now. I'm in Pennsylvania, so the some of the regulations and rules may be a little bit different, and I'm just going to get into this. So the one day, and this came right off my, I don't even know, I was just sitting in my room the one day, and I thought, you know what? I love reselling, and I just love it. But anyway, I thought, I love to do house cleanouts. How can I do this? I just picked up the phone. I called. I didn't know what to do. I had no clue. I thought, you know what? I'm going to call some realtors and find out what I need to do. And that's what I did. I called. I happened to get lucky. I ended up calling one of the realtors, and we started talking it. And it ended up, what I said was, and I remember it, I said, I have no clue what I'm doing. And I just want to know, what do I have to do to start a clean out business? I said, I just want to start doing house clean outs, and I just need to know, how do I get started working with realtors? And that's basically, I remember saying, I have no clue what I'm doing. And basically, he said to me what I needed to do, and this is what you need. So what I needed, now again, I'm in Pennsylvania, so I needed to be licensed and insured. I needed to be, I was also bonded. I also needed to have liability insurance in the amount of $1 million, okay? The number sounds high. The monthly payments weren't. I don't remember what they were, but they weren't, I forget, there was a total that I paid for the year, but it wasn't bad at all. And you can pay monthly. But basically, I needed to be licensed, bonded, and insured, and I needed to be, the insurance I had to have a liability insurance on me in the amount of $1 million to work with realtors. Okay, so after that, I thought of a name, and I went to the state of PA, whatever it is, state.pa, and I filed right away for my business license, and I got to work calling different insurance companies. And I think it was under janitorial. I'm not sure, but it was something like that. Don't quote me on it though, but because there's different things you have to fill out on the state website, I had to select from. But anyway, so I did all of that. Once I got my name, I went to vistaprint.com, and I got magnets made because I just got a pickup truck, and so I got advertising magnets made, the big ones. You can get big ones, and I got them made, and I forget how long that took, but I designed it myself and everything. Got my own phone number for it. It was a different number for the business, and that was all in place. But the reason I'm telling you this now, okay, because I know we can't go out of the house now, and I'm aware of this, and now's not a good time to do house clean outs. But I thought, you know what? In the meantime, you can get this paperwork stuff out of the way. And, but yeah, so that's why I did it. I thought you can get the paperwork stuff out of the way for when, hopefully, a few months from now, things calm down and you'll be ready to go for the summer, maybe the fall, maybe next year, who knows. But so that's what you need to work with realtors in my state anyway. Now I'm in Northeast PA, but that's what I needed. And another thing I did was I called, and I'm telling you this so you can get this stuff so things run smooth for you, okay? This is the reason I'm making this video on doing house clean outs. I called all the landfills in my region. I called all the sanitation places of all the cities around the area I figured I'd be doing house cleanouts in, and I got the rates for beds of trucks. They would give me a rates of how many pounds the stuff would cost. I got rates from, and I would keep records of all the rates from all the rates from all the areas. I also found out how to dispose of, because they don't take everything. Like some things I had to pay to get rid of, like tires. I would keep track of how much it cost to get rid of tires. I kept track of, because you can't just get rid of TVs and computers. There's certain ways of dispose of things. And when I started our business, I want it to be, I was environmentally friendly. So it took us a little bit longer because I separated and recycled. So I called the borough of all the cities, and I made sure I knew where all the recycling bins were at. And yeah, I did all this, and I knew where they were at in all the cities. So if we were in certain cities, I was able to look at, you know what, this is how much it's going to cost us in this area to get rid of this stuff at the landfills or you know, the junkyards. I knew where all this stuff was at in all of these places. Another thing is safety. You're going to come across paints, you're going to come across oils, you're going to come across poisons, and you can't just get rid of things. So there's different ways to get rid of things, and you want to contact whatever cities and boroughs and landfills and all that. You want to find out how to get rid of this stuff, okay? This is very important. You want to make sure that you have safety equipment. You want to make sure you have safety goggles for everybody that you work for or that works for you, for your workers. I had my 4 sons. Now my sons are in their 20s and their 30s. God love them at the time. They were teenagers at the time, and I thought, you know what, this is a good business, a good family business. And I wish I still had it now. I also did nursing at the time, but so you want to have your safety gloves, your safety glasses. You want to have heavy, you don't want to buy anything cheap. You want to make sure you have the heavy garbage bags that are construction bags, and the bigger ones. I made sure that we had, I forget what they're called, tarps. I made sure I had them. I lined the truck with them at times, depending. Also, what I added on to our business was property preservation. And this is an extra that you can get paid for extra, which is you might be going into places where you may be fixing locks, changing locks. You may be painting different places. You may be putting different roofs on, like this is separate from, this is a separate side to the clean out. So just be aware of that. So you can let your realtors know that, you know what, I do fix locks. I will put windows in. I will do little house repairs around. Just let them know. Ask them what kind of things that they have available in addition to the clean outs, and they'll let you know. And that's extra money you can add on to the clean out business. Now, when you do clean outs, the way it works is with the businesses I worked anyway, with specific realtors. Now, they may all work different. We got paid. We had a certain amount of time. You may have 3 to 5 days to get the job done. You might only have 2 days, depending on how it is, but how bad it is. And you're going to see some bad ones, and you're going to see some that are like nothing and like barely anything. You'll see furniture. You'll see a lot of garbage in some of them. Some of them you'll see some rat drop-ins. Some of them are really, really extremely disgusting. You don't have to take the jobs, but what happened when I was doing it, they would send me pictures of the job, and I would say, or I would go through it. They would give me a code to the key that's on the property, and I would go through, and then I would put a bid on if I wanted to accept it or not, or if I wanted to do the job or not, and then I would give them a price. I would give them a price depending on what is going on, how much garbage is there, how much stuff I have to get rid of, because you have to take into the effect time that it takes you to do it, and how much it's going to cost you to get rid of the stuff. So like I said, I was doing nursing at the time, so I was able to pay for the stuff to get rid of up front, because I didn't get paid for the job until the job was done. So I had to make sure I got rid of this stuff at the landfills or in garbage. I had to pay for this stuff to, beforehand. So this would come out of my paycheck, my regular paycheck. I got paid at the end of the month or whenever after the job was done from the clean out, okay? But if I remember, it was they paid at the end of the month. I don't really remember, but I know it wasn't until the job was done. So I had to make sure I had the money to cover what I had to get rid of. So what I would do is the stuff I wanted to keep for myself as a reseller, I sold on eBay. So this was a way for me to get stuff to sell. Okay, so I would keep the stuff I wanted to sell to make more money on, or whatever I wanted to keep from the properties. And then the stuff I wanted to get rid of for free, I would just get rid of. The stuff I wanted to donate, I would donate. The stuff I could recycle, I would recycle. And then the stuff that I had to pay for to get rid of, I would pay for. I had to take this into account, okay? So I would give them a bid of say $1,500 or maybe $2,500, and the realtor would accept it or not, okay? They would send me, I had a fax machine, and I would get accepted or decline, whatever, depending, because I think it was 3 people. They would work with three different companies at the time I was doing it, and they would decide who got the jobs, okay? And we would get paid for the jobs, and that's how we did it. But this is a way to make some extra money, to get the paperwork and stuff done ahead of time, so that when you can get out there to do this, it's all taken care of. I got pretty much work doing this, and I love to do it. It's a lot of work. It's dirty work, so make sure you have dirty clothes, because you only do have so much time to get it done. And not all the houses are messy. You're going to get houses where you just have to go in and take a couple piece of furniture out. You can get rid of them however you want to get rid of them. I found stuff that was brand new in boxes already on quite a few of the jobs. You don't have to do work just with realtors. You can work with just make sure you get your business cards out there. Make sure people know what you do. And yeah, this is a good side job that you could do. But if you're specifically wanting to work doing house cleanouts and working with realtors to get into working with foreclosures and stuff like that, this is a way to get into doing that, because there's specific things that they need, licensing that they need from you to work with you. So hopefully this helps some of you, and all right, take care.